Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you're watching TTV News with some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, recently the Department of Culture, Sport and Tourism of TayNinhTV province conducted a preliminary review of cultural, sport and tourism activity in the first 6 months of the year, implementing tasks for the last 6 months of 2023.
Mr. Nguyễn Nam Trang and Mr. Lê Quang Chánh, Deputy Directors of the department, co-chaired the conference. In the first 6 months of 2023, the province's culture, sports and tourism industry has developed. Its field has its own imprint and highlight, notably activities to celebrate the party and celebrate the Lunar New Year, the Badang Mountain Spring Festival, the first festival art of processing vegetarian desserts in TayNinhTV province in 2023. The sector also organized a review of cultural institutions and cultural resolutions, thereby promoting the effectiveness of the cultural institutions. The festival contributes to preserving and promoting cultural value, contributing to enriching and diversifying tourism products in the province. The number of visitors to the tourist sites reached for nearly 3.5 million with a total revenue of nearly 1,450 billion Vietnam dong. TayNinhTV has become one of the prominent destinations in the country. The qualities of tourism services increasingly improved. The industry has also hosted many national and regional sports events, attracting tens of thousands of people inside and outside the province. Mass sport activities are also maintained and promoted, creating many rich and diverse playgrounds, improving the health for all classes of people in the province. In the last 6 months of 2023, the whole industry continues to implement and focus on performing a number of common tasks, such as continue to promote incentive propaganda, resolution of the Central Committee on Building and Developing the Cultures and the People. Vietnam meets the requirements of sustainable development of the country. Revolution of the 11th TayNinhTV Provincial Party Conference, strengthening the state management, advising the Provincial People's Committee to promulgate state management documents on culture, sports, tourism, and family activities. Continue to review legal documents related to regulations in culture, sports, and tourism service activities to step up specialized and interdisciplinary inspection and examination activities in the province. And ladies and gentlemen, 2023 is the year that focuses on promoting digital transformation in non-fields, in particular, especially focusing on building and effectively exploiting digital data and online public services. Accordingly, the province will strengthen the work of ensuring information safety and security in the network environment, promoting the rapid increase of indicators on the online public service provision, increasing the people's participation in digital transformation activities, improve the province's digital transformation indicators, especially those on digital economy and digital society. The province also set a target 100% of administrative procedures that meet the requirements of the law and provided in a comprehensive manner. 100% of online public services are integrated into the National Public Service Portal. 100% of the administrative procedures department at the commune and district levels and the provincial public administration center have a department to support and guide the people to use online public services and online utilities. 100% of administrative procedures settlements results are digitized. And on the basis of the orientation of the government's inspectorate, the inspection agencies in the province have proactively, based on the actual situation of the industry and the locality, to develop and implement the right inspection plans, focusing achieve many positive results. In the first 6 months of the year, the number of complaints, denunciations, reflections and petitions from the citizens increased, but there are no new cases of complaints and denunciation of large number of people and complaints over the central level. Implementing the project improving the quality of citizen reception associated with the implementing the national database on citizen reception, handling complaints and denunciations for the period of 2021 to 2025 of the Provincial People's Committee up to now has been implemented, gradually overcome the limitations. No longer authorized the deputies to receive citizens, ensure the conditions and facilities, implement the payment regime for the recipients of citizens on levels and branches have better coordinated in receiving, handling, and settling complaints, denunciations, reflections, and recommendations of citizens, promptly settling them right from the moment they arise, without any problems or hot complicated sports. Anti-corruption and anti-negativity work continue to be strengthened, achieving many positive results also.
Currently, many units, enterprises, and employers are slow to pay social insurance contribution, affecting the legitimate and legitimate rights and interests of employees.
The law on social insurance stipulates that the employer is responsible for paying social insurance and monthly deducting from the employee's salary and contribute at the same time to the social insurance fund. But in reality, many units, enterprises, and employers are slow to pay social insurance premiums, affecting the rights and interests of the employees. According to the announcement date on the 7th of July of 2023 of the Social Insurance of the province, in the province there are 259 units and enterprises that owe social insurance, health insurance, and unemployment insurance money for 3 months or more. The total debt is nearly 41 billion Vietnam. The Social Insurance of the province will handle violation of the regime of deduction and payment of social insurance, health insurance, and employment insurance at employers. Accordingly, the Social Insurance of the province conducts analysis of social insurance debts and send information to departments, agencies, and branches and localities to coordinating in inspecting, examining, and urging the collection of outstanding debts. Particularly for units in prolonged debts with a large amount of debt, the provincial social insurance will advise businesses to work to grasp difficulties and obstacles in debt payment, and at the same time require enterprises to sign a commitment to pay debts and pay the debt as soon as possible. According to the State Bank of Vietnam branch in the province, in the first 6 months of the year, the banking industry activities have prospered. The operation of commercial banks in the area was maintained stably. The total mobilized capital and lending activities both increased also. Specifically, the total mobilized capital in the province in the first 6 months of the year was estimated at over 65,250 billion Vietnam dong, up to 0.6% compared to the beginning of the year and up to nearly 20% over the same period. In particular, the medium and long-term mobilized capital have impressive growth. Lending activity also recorded growth. The total credit outstanding by the end of June was estimated at nearly 92,000 billion Vietnam dong, up to 7.2% over the same period last year, in which most of them are the short-term loans, accounting for over 73%. Outstanding loans under the short-term preferential credit program also increased, reaching nearly 22,600 billion Vietnam dong, up to 2.6% compared to the beginning of the year, in which mainly agricultural and rural development loans, export loans, and small and medium enterprises loans. On the morning of July the 16th, Trang Bang Youth Union cooperated with the Radio and Television branch of Youth Union to organize the program Historical Stories since the anniversary of the occasion of the 76th anniversary of the Invalids Matthias Day, the 27th of July, and the 73rd anniversary of the tradition of Vietnam's youth volunteers. The program connected online with the comrade Lê Đức Hà, former soldiers of the Regiment 235, the Company 67, who participated in the liberation of Trang Bang and currently living in Thái Bình province, and directly interacted with him. And the teacher Nguyễn Thị Thu Hương, local resident, used to live next to the garrison of Regiment 235. At this unexpected meeting with many memories, the former soldiers have told the union members and youth about their stories and memories, and thereby helping the union members and the young people understand more about the process of national liberation struggle The pioneering spirit of the previous generation and the feelings of soldiers and the people in the resistance wars against the U.S. In addition, union members and youth of the units also revealed the biography of Vietnamese heroic mother Đặng Thị Nguyên, living in Gia Bình Ward, and was presented flowers and her mother's remains to family members of family. On this occasion, with the support of Nhân Tâm Volunteer Group, the program gave 20 gifts to policy families and former youth volunteers in Trang Bang Thao.
Hire people to guard the border. Ga choose a venue with no traffic. A climbing venue in the Thanh Long Commune, Châu Thành district has just been cleared by the police force.
47 related subjects are being taken by Châu Thành District Police to investigate and clarify gambling behaviors. Previously, on the evening of July the 13th of 2023, Châu Thành District Police coordinated with the Mobile Police Department of the Ninh Province Police to raid and catch a gambling venue in the forms of sacking money and painting in hamlets of Thanh Tây, Thanh Long Commune of Châu Thành District. This gambling venue is organized by Nguyễn Văn Dầu, 37 years old, living in Thanh Long Commune of Châu Thành District, Ninh Province. And since the police force calls for 47 people involved in the gambling activities, exhibits for over 272 million Vietnam dong and 29 motorcycles, 32 mobile phones, and 2 sets of sacking tools and many related objects. And through the first investigation, it was determined that the objects of gambling organization participating in sacking money and losing money. On the average, its game costs from 3 to 5 million Vietnam dong, and the case is currently being investigated by Châu Thành Police.
Ladies and gentlemen, over the past time, the Party Committee Authority, Functional Forces, and people of Tiên Thuận Commune, Bến Cầu District have united to implement the movement of people protect national security, contributing to maintaining security and order, along with the borderline, where element the goals of ensuring security and contributing to the socio-economic development of the locality.
Tiên Thuận is a commune with a borderline of 3.5 kilometers long, adjacent to Ba Vét City, thriving province of Cambodia, where there are many casinos and cockfighting schools, and many trials open to the subjects for performing illegal acts such as card theft, gambling, illegal assets with the increasingly sophisticated and complex level. This is really a big challenge in ensuring the security in the locality. However, with the attention of the party committee and the local authorities, the help of the people, the activeness and initiative and high determination of the Tiên Thuận Commune Police Force, the security and order situation is stable in the situation. The commune police gave the good advice to the party committee. The People's Committee on the work of ensuring the information safety has a good coordination in the agencies and mass organization in patrolling to ensure the security and safety, as well as managing the post-detoxification centers. And after serving the prison sentence, they're reintegrating into the community, and they are doing well to ensure the security. In order to well implement the work of ensuring the security and safety, Tiên Thuận Commune Police Force has actively advised the party committee and the local authorities to direct departments, agencies, and mass organizations in implementing regulations on coordination to ensure the security and order, and thereby mobilizing the synergy of the whole political system in ensuring social order and safety, preventing and fighting crimes and law violations. At the same time, assign tasks to each civil servant to proactively grasp the situation in the area associated with the launching of the implementation of models of the movement on people protect national security, such as movements to fight against crime denunciation, construction information page for propaganda and crime prevention on the social network of the child group to prevent the crime for each hamlet population group, managing groups, security kitchen models, mobilizing the entire population to participate in denouncing and catching criminals. The police force of Tiên Thuận Commune regularly cooperates with the border guards to fight on the border, strengthens the work of birth control and cross-border crossing in the past time. The police force has also erased and arrested many subjects engaged in illegal immigration as well as smuggling, transporting banned goods and drug subjects to often cross the border to illegally transport drugs. In addition to ensuring information security, the Tinh Thuan Commune Police has focused its forces to implement two national database projects on population and the process of production, issuance and management of citizen identification, in addition to strengthening propaganda so that the people understand the right significance and necessity of the two objects. The Commune Police Force has done a good job of collecting, updating and editing population information, ensuring that the data of citizens in the area is always correct, sufficient, clean and alive, promoting the issues of electronic identification accounts, issue citizenship identity cards to the people in the commune also. The spirit of serving the people for the civil servant is very good, enthusiastic, dedicated to helping the people in hamlets and villages, and at the same time, mobilize the people to try to install electronic and achieve a size target. Promoting the achieved results in the coming time, the Tinh Thuan Commune Police Force will continue to promote measures to ensure the security and social safety, focusing on firmly grasping the area, creating the conditions for the people to feel secure, and production labor, the socio-economic development in the border areas, contributing to bringing the peace in each hamlet, gradually creating a solid fulcrum of the local masses.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.